Welcome. We're going to learn a few things that I wish I knew before I moved to the Netherlands. Yes. One has to do with the weather. Don't let the weather get you down. When I first came, when it's raining, I'm like, it's raining. That was an excuse. It's cloudy. It's cold. Those kind of things. You know, the weather in other places, but now in the Netherlands I have to wear rain jackets and all that. So not to let the weather get to you. The weather gets muddy. You get me? It gets muddy. What I say? It gets muddy. It gets rainy. It changes all the time. So it's also it's good that you get used to it and learn it and enjoy the weather. We have dikes here, we have pipes, we have windmills, we have flowers, especially the tulip flowers. I think you've heard this. There are so much beauty to experience. But if you let the weather get you, you will only be indoors. And I mean, you may not be able to even go out and enjoy these things and make friends and have fun and develop yourself. Yes, so that's one thing. And I want to tell you a story. A friend of mine visited me and we were kind of outside. We were in a car and she saw people, delivery guys, delivering their pizzas and all. She was like, wow, these people, this rain. Even she was in a car, she was like, I want to get home and rest. What is this? They're walking in the rain, being in the rain. She wasn't even walking, she was in a car. And people were on their bikes doing their delivery. Yes, the weather should not get to you. And when I first came, I kind of sometimes felt like it's cold, it's windy, you know, those kind of excuses. No, the weather gets muddy, so you have to get going. So that's one thing I wish I knew, to get early enough. Like when you know from the very beginning, you go on. When it's windy, you go on. When it's rainy, you go on. So yes. The second thing has to do with Dutch language. I cannot believe at this point. Sorry. When I first came to the Netherlands, I kept saying, I'll learn Dutch. I want to learn Dutch. I want to learn Dutch. Well, I'm going back to Ghana after my course. After 2 years, I'm going back to Ghana. And I lost so many opportunities. Opportunities to learn Dutch freely. Opportunities to meet people. Opportunities to even pick cues around me. You know, when you hear some sound and you want to understand. Opportunity to even get gist and gossip, you know. You are walking and people are saying things you don't get it. But I've also come to realize that learning it is not just about the gist, the gossips and all that. It's a very important tool. Knowing any language, doesn't matter how many people speak it and all that, you have a skill on your own. And it enriches your understanding of so many things and how you even look at things, because the way every language goes has I feel like it has some important impacts on you. So please, take the opportunity, even if it's not learning the entire, like being fluent, at least pick some few things. Learning and picking up few things is very important. So I wish I had learned the language. I've gone back and I'm doing it, but trust me, when you are poised from the beginning and when there is this cultural shock, there is everything seems new. That's the point where you are also like there and you are picking opportunities. It's never late. And trust me, I'm not telling you the stories because I regret it. I've learned a great deal of lessons from it, and then is learn about Dutch culture. Learn about Dutch culture, Dutch history, know the people, like who are these people, what have they done? Like, yes, you know that the Netherlands has claimed a lot of sea, a lot of land from water. It's also something nice to know. You live in a place, you should know the people, you should know the history, you should know. So I would say keep learning and keep yourself very informed. Learn as much as you can. I'm not saying like read everything, but at least little things, the news, changes and all that. You can also learn from people who have experienced it before, people who have gone through the process. Having Dutch friends, making friends is difficult. If you're up for making a Dutch friend, I'm not saying you should make a Dutch friend. Making friends, another thing that I wish I knew from the very beginning. Very beginning. Don't make comparisons to home. Your home is the most familiar place to you. Yes, it's the most familiar place. But the Netherlands is where you are. Understand where you are. Don't make comparisons. So if it were home, I would be sleeping. If it were home, I would this. If it were home, that. Hey, this thing, I'm guilty. This thing costs 3 euro. Oops. If it were home, it will not cost 3 euro. Maybe I should not buy it. And I'll do some fast conversion, I'll convert it to Ghana cedis, and I'm like, it's expensive. Do not compare with home. Where you are coming from, if you are, let's say, Ghanaian, is one way of doing things. But there are other ways of doing things. There is no single way of doing things. So do not always compare. If it's were this, to avoid too many comparisons. Otherwise, you will not move on. You'll be stuck. And that's when you understand that cultural shocks is part of our lives, because we know one way. We know other ways of doing things, and you'll be experiencing other ways of doing things. But to also not over compare. Another thing I realized, I'm someone who is very careful of associations. I'm very scared of certain associations. Maybe past experience, maybe people have shared their experiences with me, because certain associations they don't help you grow. So I used not to ask for help, but I'm telling you, ask for help if you need it. Ask for help from the right person, the right people, the right associations, the right people. Ask for help. When you need help, ask. Because so far as you are living in a foreign land or a place you want to make a home, you need to also know that you know everything there. As much as you listen to news, you read, people would share their experiences with you and all that. So please ask for help when you need it. Yes, these are a few tips for you. I hope it's helpful. Keep yourself open. I have this concept I have in mind: 3 P's: preparation, perseverance, patience. They are very good tools to go with you when you move to a foreign land. Prepare yourself, persevere, because trust me, challenges will come, difficulties, sometimes you will cry, proper crying, tears will come, difficulties will come, but when you persevere and you have patience, also understand that it's phases. You are in a certain phase, you are in a certain environment, you are in a certain space, so you need patience to overcome all the challenges, tears. So that's 3 P's: perseverance, patience, and preparation. Go hand in hand, and it will help you. Thank you. See you in the next video. You will love it.